Hey, so another thing I wanted to show in the render settings. So I have this quick scene here. I've got a little sphere, HDR applied. In the parameters, I have a camera. The camera settings currently are focal distance on the sphere, really, really low, f-stop with depth of field, so you get that nice, blur look. And what I wanted to show was vignetting. And so this is a tool that's built into iRay, and you can leave it at 0, but if you want to start getting a bit of that nice vignette on your camera lens, you can crank it up, and obviously the higher you go, the more and more of the vignette you get. What I wanted to show here is if you look at where the camera is pointing, that actually changes where the vignette is. That might be obvious, but worth noting. So wherever your camera focus is, so if I move that paint out of there, you can see that it's always at the center. One thing to keep in mind when you're using vignettes, especially if you're using presets or anything like that, is your focal length here. So think of this as your camera length. So here I have an 85, just change the scene real quick just to show you this. If I change this to 26, you'll see that the vignette gets affected by that focal length. So even though the value of the vignette hasn't changed, so I'll set that to 30, even though the value of the vignette hasn't changed, by changing the lens, you can see it drastically impacts that vignette. So something to keep in mind as you change your render settings. They can also be affected by your camera settings. Hopefully that was helpful.